Welcome to Medica Wellness Studio. I'm Angelica Maria Koch with the educational videos about how to live optimal health and vibrant well-being as I continue to guide you step by step through an amazing and life-transformative process, empowering you to connect with your body and soul in a completely new way again. Let's continue with the discovery series of the radical chakra healing in the New World with the third chakra called Manipura, or the seat of Father Sun and Mother Earth. To stay updated, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below. And if you want to explore my comprehensive online courses in homeopathy and quantum healing, or if you are interested in a personal health consultation, you can contact me at my website medicanova.net and my email health@medicanova.net. You also maybe want to have a look at my award-winning book, The Dance of Your Core Healing, Transforming Your Mind, Body and Soul in the New World, for further information. The references today again come from Dharma Singh Khalsa and Cameron Stout from the book Meditation is Medicine, and Caroline Miss from Anatomy of the Spirit. As we first enter life, life enters us through the umbilicus, the very part where we are connected still with our mother. And in those first few moments of human existence, we begin also to form our foundation of our individual self. So the site of the third chakra, which is the solar plexus, is the seat of our individual own, our persona and our personal power. But the lesson here is also that we don't want to get stuck in our personal power. We want to transform it into an authentic beingness. That is true power. The third chakra is located in the middle of the abdomen, slightly sort of below the tip of your sternum. And as I said, it's called the solar plexus. And the organs which are sort of reigned by this third chakra are the stomach, the liver, the pancreas, the upper intestines. It overlaps again with the kidney and adrenals as well with the second chakra, but this is sort of the main part, the main organs. Now it is the chakra where nutritive ethereal energy is digested and dispersed. Now imagine to 72,000 energy nadis, the energy channel throughout the body. So just as nutritive food energy is dispersed from the stomach. Isn't it amazing chakra? The third chakra is associated with the element of fire. So there's a lot of energy here. The planet of Mars, which is a very male, moving forward, goal-focused energy. The metal iron, so it's hard. And the sense of sight. And you wonder, why? I mean, there are no eyes down there. But the third chakra has a direct link with the sixth chakra, which of course is the seat of vision and clarity of reality. The color is bright yellow. It's like the big sun is shining right in your body. And in astrology, the signs of Aries and Scorpio are the months where Mars rules. This radiant chakra helps us to burn our food energy and also ethereal energy, and radiates then this ethereal energy to the rest of the body. So it's our inner sun which we need, our light, in order to feel bright. And this chakra is most involved with our sense of ego, ambition, making it in this material world, but also with fear and fearlessness. That's where the warrior spirit comes in. He can also refer to the third chakra activity as it's like the fire in our belly. We're having, as I said, ambition and the willpower, using that. If the third chakra is overactive, then we see people who have this incessant, hunger for power or love for power, which can never be satisfied. So often, this power can even burn up the stomach, and then we have ulcers maybe. But if the chakra is underdeveloped and very weak, and often we have that today, then we see a weakness or this underdeveloped sense of personal identity. You're afraid to step into your power. As the top chakra of the 3 lower chakras, you talked about the first one, the second, now we are the third one. This chakra is vitally important in enabling us to survive and succeed in the material world. Sort of, can we get a job? Can we pay our bills? Can we cover our existential needs? Even though it sits at the top, at the foundation of this chakra system, the lower 3 chakras, the third chakra is very intimately linked to the 4th chakra, our heart chakra, but also with the 6th chakra again, which is the seat of the sight, the true sight, the vision, and seeing reality very clearly. That's why the 3rd and the 6th chakra really go together. When functioning at its peak, the 3rd chakra therefore provides the will of the spiritual warrior. And that's what we want to encompass here, right? And do we have that right now through these challenging times in our lives? No, we don't, but we want to encompass it. We want to feel it again. The essence of the spiritual warrior is fearlessness, the ability to act with integrity regardless of the circumstances. Doesn't matter if it's political or worldly challenges. We hold our stand, right? We sit in the seat, we sit on our throne in our power, but the authentic power. A person with a strong 3rd chakra feels very confident. I wouldn't say always confident, but most of the time. It is almost as if the person, the physical umbilical cord, which was cut, of course, at birth, is now replaced with an ethereal umbilical cord, which connects this person permanently with the power of the universe. So for them, the world is like a banquet, right? And I can, have the right to choose. It's a nurturing environment and not an environment where we have to struggle. Because of this innate confidence, people with a strong 3rd chakra are rarely afraid to take the action. They know that the quality of their life depends on the actions they take, and they aren't timid about taking the steps that are necessary to achieve in life what they want. In contrast, people with this weak solar plexus chakra, they don't really know, and feel a bit paralyzed when they have to make decisions or have a choice, and because this sense of self hasn't developed really. They don't have a strong sense, therefore, of who am I, and so they don't know how to reflect their identity with their actions. It's very hard for them to manifest. Often these people end up feeling like victims, and the world is too hard. These people are especially vulnerable to stress, of course. Now, when stress happens and you don't have a sense of identity, then you start controlling your environment. So these people have a sense of that they need to control their environment, need to control themselves as well as others. So they build an elaborate system of control around themselves as a way to sort of almost insulate themselves from this harsh world outside. But if the 3rd chakra, as I said, is overactive, we see this love and hunger for power, and you can't satisfy it. And no matter what, you see it in personal relationships, you see it in business relationships, it never can be satisfied. Because the first energy, which enters through the navel, has a lot to do with the mother, there are also strong links to the parental lineages. In terms of, if your parents had strong and high expectations about you, what they thought you should be, right? Maybe you should have been a lawyer, or maybe you should have been an architect or a doctor, but become a dancer or a writer. All these tensions and all that pain can really sit in the 3rd chakra. So again, it's about finding your own identity, finding your own Mars power, finding your own male within, and really loving that part. Don't be afraid of it. This tension is heightened if there is a weak flow of energy, particularly between the second chakra and the third chakra. Now, the second chakra, last time we talked about the cradle of creativity, so it's the place where we are still childlike and can explore and play. Now, if you were not allowed in your past to play at that stage when you were young, then you automatically have a third chakra which is very weak. It's not really boosted or nurtured by the second chakra. And then often these people feel always frustrated or victimized, right? The world is too hard and everyone is against me and I can't cope. And people with this problem, they often feel as if their lives consist of nothing of responsibility, commitment and drudgery. Right? Because they don't see the world like a banquet of opportunities. It's all about just, tasks and fulfilling the tasks. To feel whole and fully in control of our lives, we must be in intimate contact with the inner child energy of the second chakra and the third chakra. So if the psychic energy of the past, like these childhood memories, stay bottled up in this lower triangle of the chakras, of course old wounds stay always fresh. And then we see people repeating over and over the same negative experiences, life experiences, like they attract the same relationships or they stay in a job they really don't like. It's unsatisfying. It's especially important that the feelings and the energy of the third chakra should be transported, in this case now, to the sixth chakra, which is the seat of the vision. And the reflective, highly cognitive sixth chakra here will make sense of the highly personal feelings found in this third chakra. So they merge, they marry here. And the third chakra feelings are likely, of course, always to be narrowly centered around the needs of the ego and around the fear and the personal power, whereas the sixth chakra brings this broader vision. And this merging of the two chakras then creates the vision, the clarity, and you will be able to make decisions and also stand in your power. When the merging of these energy with the other chakra occurs, the power of the third chakra again achieves its highest function, and then we have a feeling of empowerment of the whole, and we feel an integrated individual within the world. On the physical level, the third chakra has a lot to do with the functions of the mid-abdominal organs here. And I said before, it's the stomach usually, the liver, the gallbladder comes here to mind, pancreas, also the spleen a little bit. But because the second chakra and the third chakra overlap, always include here the kidney and the adrenals here as well. Now, here I would like to mention also the importance of the nervous system. Remember in the previous videos I already mentioned that we don't have just one brain, we have two. This is our mental brain, but our whole digestive system is our second brain. In fact, that second brain, or the first brain I would say, is influencing the mental brain. And here the importance of the nervous system is, I would like really to share with you that you can influence not just the organs with practices and breathing practices, but also visualization by getting into contact with this nervous system. So the importance of this hub of nerves, I mean, most of the nerves are really in our digestive system, serves the abdominal organs via the hypogastric and the celiac nerve plexuses, which is also the solar plexus. And they are radiating nerve fibers. It is a complex network of nerves located in the abdomen, near the celiac trunk, right there under your sternum, superior mesenteric artery, and the renal artery branch from the abdominal aorta. So it's like really the whole abdomen is affected by this nerve plexus. So these plexuses also have branches that serve the kidneys, the adrenals, and all the abdominal organs. Therefore, due to this rich nexus of these nerve connections, it is eminently possible to influence your third chakra glands and the organs by enhancing the ethereal energy flow to the third chakra. And the nerve plexuses, they almost act like gateways, to the chakra, as well as vice versa. The chakra act as gateways to the nerves. So it's a beautiful symbiotic relationship. When the ethereal energy of the third chakra is flowing freely, the function of the digestive system is very much improved. So what are the symptoms here? I mean, we talk about this in the next video, but I just want to give you a little heads up. We have hyperacidic stomach and the gastrointestinal reflux, the GERD, which we will talk about it next time. Stomach and duodenal ulcers come here to mind, indigestion. Of course, food allergies and sensitivities have to be mentioned here because of the liver connection. Irritable bowel syndrome, we talked about it in the second chakra already, but of course it starts in the upper digestive part as well. And malabsorption syndrome, that's a prime sort of syndrome here. In addition, when the digestion is improved, of course the function of the entire body is much better as well, because the nutrients fuel our body. Now, other conditions of the third chakra, of course, will need medical attention, but I just want to point them out. They too can be alleviated with the right treatment. Hepatitis B, hepatitis C, all the liver diseases, cirrhosis, fatty liver, detoxification problems with the liver, gallstone formation we have here, right, because of the bile, and pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas, and of course diabetes goes hand in hand. Swelling of the spleen or the dampness of the spleen, even in malignant diseases of liver, pancreas, and stomach. So here, one essential result of the medical meditation, which I always refer to, really helps this particular chakra. And this one kriya or practice is called Sat Nam, or Sat Kriya, is a beautiful practice here in order to bring more oxygen and a blood flush visually. The blood is going from the liver and the pancreas back to the heart. So we're going to really create a movement here. And breathing exercises like Sat Kriya helps very much so. If the third chakra is severely depleted on the mental emotional level, unfortunately, you will see then often borderline personality disorders, bipolar situations, because here, this is an extreme situation, but you can understand now that here almost there is a lack of sense of self, right? I mean, we literally stepping out of the self completely, but if there's no baseline, if there's no foundation of who I am, people, not just genetically, talking about, but they have then the tendency to step out of their body. Particular negative emotions are very much associated with this organ. So in the liver, we have anger, frustration, choleric people, right? They flare up very easily. And the kidneys here are also very much related to fear of future, fear of money. Are you ready for the questions now? Take a journal, take some time, and really feel out these questions and see where you self-limit yourself in stepping up to the seat of your power, your authentic power. Do you like yourself? If not, what don't you like about yourself and why? Is it the way you look, the way you walk, the way you live, the way you with your co-workers? Have a look. Are you actively working to change the things about yourself that you don't like? Are you honest? Do you sometimes misrepresent the truth? And if so, why? Are you critical of others? Do you need to blame others as a way of protecting yourself? This would be the under-functioning third chakra. Are you able to admit it when you're wrong? Are you open to feedback from other people about yourself? So you don't have to be afraid or anxious if you get criticized or if there's a feedback coming to you. You will stand confidently, upright, with your head up and say, I listened to you, and yet I have to say, this is who I am. Would you like to hear that version? There doesn't have to be a battle. Do you need the approval of others? If so, why? Do you consider yourself strong or weak? Are you afraid of taking care of yourself? Power also means to take care of your body, to take care of your existential needs, so you can function on all aspects, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Have you ever allowed yourself to be in a relationship with a person you didn't really love, but it seemed better than being alone? Come on, we all have done that. I mean, that is just a given. Do you respect yourself? Can you decide to make changes in your lifestyle and then stick to your commitment? Really stand behind it, behind yourself? Are you afraid of responsibility? Or do you feel responsible for everything and everyone? I think that's a little bit mine issue here. So we all have issues with the third chakra. Are you continually wishing your life were different? And if so, are you doing anything to change it? Or have you resigned yourself to your situation? Like in the other videos, where I talked about the first and the second chakra, take some time here. I really would like you to feel these questions. Use a journal, write them down, even paint them out, and really sense where you are limiting yourself to truly embody your powerful and confident self. You're a spiritual warrior. And this exercise serves as a means to recognize and witness your patterns, but not to identify with them. So that's very important here. I don't want you to feel like, oh yes, I recognize this, and poor me, and oh my God, I'm this and this. Don't identify with them. Witness them, recognize them. You don't even have to have compassion about it. Just see it for what it is, and then let it go. And make a different decision. Take a different stance and say, actually, it's time that I am that, right? Without even negotiation, without, feeling, oh my God, should I do this or should I do that? No, you are that. And that's really the true, authentic individuality. So in the next video, I will share with you how to heal your digestive system. Particularly, we talk about gastric reflux and liver issues with natural and effective therapeutic tools. Subscribe to my channel to stay updated. And till next time, much love.